Hello guys, and today brave Ukrainian armed forces destroyed another Russian aircraft, Su-25. And this is while we are still waiting for F-16s, and imagine how many more evil flying objects of Russia we will destroy when Falcons will appear in the Ukrainian skies. In general, this is 362nd Russian aircraft that we have neutralized during their special military aircraft operation. And it seems like today in general was a bad flying day for Russia, because from media reports we learned that a helicopter went missing in Yakutia, also known as Sakha Republic, actually with a great potential to become independent one day. And most importantly, this helicopter was full of FSB agents. The fewer FSB agents, the better. So let me tell you more about the important events of this day from an ordinary Ukrainian perspective. My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda, fake news and their aircraft. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. I always love reading updates from the Ukrainian armed forces when they report about the destruction of Russian aircraft. Well, first of all, because Russia very seriously outnumbers Ukraine in aviation, and honestly, many of the countries would have surrendered long ago simply knowing the number of the aircraft of the enemy country. But it's not the Ukrainian attitude, and we have decided that the better way will be to decrease Russian aviation, and by now we have destroyed 362 Russian evil aircrafts, including some very expensive like A-50 early warning and control aircraft. But today this was Su-25 that was flying in Ukraine's Pokrovsk region and trying to target Ukrainians who protect the front lines in the district. And the best solution was to shut down this Su-25. And now it is burning somewhere in the prairies of Donetsk region. This is a beautiful message to Russian pilots. Give up, give your jets to us, and maybe that will be the way to survive. We are still waiting for F-16s. There are lots of promises. I hope they will arrive this summer in Ukraine. Not many of them, but still, I'm sure with the motivation of Ukrainian pilots, you will see some tremendous results. For the record, 18 months of waiting already. But when our partners are a little bit slow, God starts helping Ukraine, because there is no other explanation why a helicopter full of Russia's FSB agent perhaps collapsed somewhere in Yakutia. Yakutia is located on the far east of Russia. Actually, it has a great potential and even tried a couple of times after the collapse of the USSR to become independent. And we have a video on that I will link. Known as Sakha Republic, it's extremely rich in natural resources. Oil, gas, diamonds, and actually Moscow, St. Petersburg, they live by looting and robbing these territories. And hopefully more and more peoples inside Russia will come to this understanding. Once again, a kind reminder from an ordinary Ukrainian, the Russian Federation consists of 22 people's national republic, which are very different from the Russian Republic, which is just one out of 22. Remember to join the community of our channel if you're new. This is the easiest way to find good friends and a friend in Ukraine as a bonus, and also to demonstrate your solidarity with the democratic world and help us spread more information. And my dear all-time friends, whenever you have a will and opportunity, please share these videos on Twitter, Reddit is my dream actually, Threads, or wherever you prefer. And of course for Facebook. This helps indeed, especially now when we are fighting for the public opinion that is distracted by so many problematic, chaotic events, directly or indirectly caused by Russia. Believe me, I am a Ukrainian. So anyway, after these 2 Russian aircraft neutralized, today there are also hard news to learn, and Russians have attacked Mykolaiv, which is a regional center in Ukraine, and they have targeted a children's playground. And among the victims, there are 3 at the moment. There was a child. So please understand what kind of targets and what kind of policy Russia conducts in Ukraine. These are all war crimes. This is the desire to simply destroy every Ukrainian life and erase our culture, our nation, our language. So of course, no negotiations are possible. I cannot imagine Jews negotiating with Hitler. And Ukrainians are constantly asking for a permission to strike back, and this permission could have actually allowed us to prevent this death among the civilians. I'm sure during this 2.5 years of the full-scale invasion, more than 10 years of Russian war in Ukraine, you have noticed that we never pick civilian targets, we never cause harm even to those Russians who wish Ukraine all the worst. And whenever I read the comments in Russian social media after they learn, for example, about the attack on Ukraine's children's hospital, I feel terrified with what kind of population Russia lives. It's actually terrifying. And I do understand many of you who prefer like to turn the blind eye on, but unfortunately not anymore. We don't have this luxury because this unpunished evil grows. Please try to persuade decision makers that Ukraine must have the right to strike back and prevent such bloody attacks. Save Ukrainian children. Of course, it's much better to destroy more of Russian aircraft while they are still located on the airfields inside Russia. And knowing this ban of our allies, Russia positions these airfields like 300 kilometers away from the front lines, actually within the reach of long-range missiles that we possess. But Ukrainians are obedient. Ukrainians are people you can trust, and we will never break the rules that you set. But I so much hope that you will lift this ban, because this is illogical. At this moment in history, political decisions, they don't save human lives. Military decisions do. And those of you who follow other vloggers who watch, for example, NATO generals talking, all of them support the idea to lift the ban and allow Ukraine the strikes on Russian military airfields, helping us to destroy more of evil instruments that they use to simply destroy our country meter by meter, life by life. And then we will definitely have more videos about more of Russian aircraft destroyed. Remember to join me on X, Threads, Discord, and Instagram, and also please share the videos that you like on these social media platforms and maybe even on Reddit. I'm not yet there, but I know it's extremely effective for spreading more information about Ukraine. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel, and helping me film and write more. 32,000 words already, and one of the most important chapters finished. And now I dive into lifestyle, which I hope will be easy and interesting to read, but I still keep important facts about what is life in the times of war. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Join me tomorrow for our live stream at 9 p.m. Kyiv time, if electricity internet connection allows us, but I am determined to show up. And thank you so much for your solidarity with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!